Hello teachers, I'm Jay Maurice. It's good to see you again. Thanks for tuning in to find out about our summer lessons and how they're going to work for you. By now, you should have already got a link to the video that shows you what we're telling our parents about summer and have viewed our frequently asked questions section on the website, which was also sent to you in an email and had a link to it, all about summer information. The whole reason we even talk about summer is so that you can not have a huge dip in your roster. You're probably going to have some dip in the amount of income you're making during summer because our students are taking breaks, going on vacations, and attending camps, and some people just don't take lessons during the summer. So you're probably going to have a dip in your income, but what's most important is that you don't have a dip in your student roster throughout the summer. If you follow our plan for the summer, you're going to do well. We see it time and time again. It is tested and true that teachers who follow our plan for the summer have a high level of retention and a very successful fall the following year. So that's the whole purpose. And the whole way in a nutshell, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find out when our students are available for lessons during the summer. Depending on your family and depending on your student, this is easier with some families than it is others, and you're just going to have to be patient and work through it. But if you take your time and keep a cool head and relax, you're going to have a great time. It'll be easy for you to get the summer information, and you'll have a great summer. It's important to note, too, that sometimes families just want to not talk about summer. They just want to keep summer the same, and they might let you know when they're not going to be there for a summer lesson very sporadically. If you have a family like this, don't push it. Roll with it. Everything will be okay. But if you can talk to your families in advance, you, the teacher, are going to be happier. So let's take one step back. During the summer, which might be different depending on the specific summer period, might be different depending on which market you work in, please check with your director. During the summer, we prorate lessons. So, if a family schedules 2 lessons with you during the summer, they should then pay for 2 lessons, and you will get paid for 2 lessons. The only way we can make this work is if you give us the information, and we'll talk about how we need to do that in a second. And so the next thing I'm going to talk about is your summer planner and how to make that work for you. Okay, summer planning. This is a copy of the worksheet for the summer planner. If you do not have something that looks like this, please contact your director as soon as possible so that we can get you one. What it is a list of all of our summer days and times. And the way you use this is simply say, hey mom, can you please fill out every day that Johnny or Sarah, or both Johnny and Sarah, are not available for lessons on this sheet, and give it back to me. And she may say things like, great. She may say, oh, I'm not sure of all her dates yet, but I know some specific ones. If that's the case, just have her do the specific ones that she knows. Don't make summer hard on them. This is strictly for your benefit to get the most out of your time and energy during the summer. Don't be afraid to move lesson times around during the summer and condense all of your lessons into one time. But on this summer scheduler, back to that, I didn't mean to get distracted. Take some time to get one of these from every family. If someone's reluctant to give one to you, don't worry about it and just let it roll. We can do it without it. You can do it without it. But if you get one of these from every one of your families, you're going to be a much happier person throughout the summer, because what it's going to let you know is that, oh, the 3rd week of June, Johnny's not available for his lesson. So you don't have to schedule him a lesson for the 3rd week in June. You can turn in the paperwork and credit the lesson, which we'll talk about in a second, and everything's going to be good. And you're going to have a lot of peace of mind knowing who's available when throughout the summer. During the summer months, I created 12 weekly schedules. And on each schedule, I would write down the students that were available every week. And then I would make it my point to schedule those students each and every week. What this did is if I had a student roster of 30 students and I had 15 available the 1st week in June, I would try to schedule those 15 students on 1 or 2 days so that I would also have some free time myself during the summer. Take it easy, maybe take a little vacation, have some fun. And so it's important to use a summer planner. We, meaning lessons in your home, the office, your director, we don't need to see it. It won't help us do anything. It's only for your benefit. You can find information about the summer planner and about summer in your teacher handbook. If you do not have a copy of your teacher handbook, please email us and we will email one to you. But the summer section on the teacher handbook, I think it's like 12 pages long. It talks all about summer and how to manage your summer. And I don't mean to mention it again, but for those teachers who use this summer information, they always have a very successful summer. So please keep that in mind and consider using that during your summer. So that's kind of part 2 of this summer video, is using this summer planner and how to use it. If you have any other questions about it, let us know. But in a nutshell, you're finding out when your students aren't available so that when they are available, you can schedule them in a clear and concise way. The next part of this video is about how to give the summer information that you know about your families to the home office so that we can A, pay you correctly, but B, more importantly, charge your families correctly. Because if we are charging your families incorrectly based on information that we have not received from you, then we're going to lose some students. Your roster is going to go down, your income's going to go down, our income's going to go down, and that's not what we want to have happen as music teachers. We want to do the best we can for our students. Okay, so here we are on the third and final section of summer, and this is how to enter credits for one of your families during the summer. And I say you because you, the teacher, are responsible for letting us know how to prorate your specific student's summer. When I say credit, I don't want you to be confused. We're going to do this through the cancellation function on the web system. So when you're going to issue a credit, you're going to do that by issuing a cancellation. And you kind of need to think in reverse. We want to pay you and charge the family for the number of lessons they schedule with you. So if they schedule 1 lesson, we want you to get paid for 1 lesson and them to get paid for, and them to pay for 1 lesson. 2, for you to get paid for 2 lessons and them to pay for 2 lessons, etc. It's real important to note here that students may take off a whole month or just a partial month, and so I want to teach you how to do both kinds of prorating. Number 1, if a family decides to take off the whole month for a summer, or a whole month during the summer, you will issue 4 credits for that particular family. You'll do that. You'll go to the system, create a cancellation. Let's just call our student Johnny Smith. You'll select Johnny Smith, create 4 cancellations for him. That way we'll know that you're not teaching him any lessons during a particular month during the summer. They won't pay for any, and you will not get charged, and you will not get paid for any. If Johnny Smith is only going to take 1 lesson throughout a specific month in the summer, you'll issue 3 credits for Johnny Smith. If Johnny Smith is going to take 2 lessons during a summer month, you will then issue 2 credits for him, and you'll get paid for 2 lessons. If Johnny Smith is going to take 3 lessons during a summer month, you'll issue only 1 credit. Some of you may be thinking, well, what if there are 5 weeks during this summer month? Please remember, everything we do at Lessons in Your Home is monthly. So the number of weeks truly don't matter for summer. It's the number of lessons that you are going to teach Johnny Smith. All of these summer cancellations need to add up to 4, which is why that if you're teaching him all 4 lessons, you will issue us 0 credits. If you are teaching him 5 lessons, because there are 5 Tuesdays in a particular month, you don't issue us any credits. But if he takes 3, 2, 1, or 0 lessons throughout the summer, you issue us the according credits. I want to go over it one more time. If Johnny takes 1 lesson, you issue us 3 credits. If Johnny's going to have 2 lessons, you issue us 2 credits. If Johnny's going to have 3 lessons, you issue them 1 credit. If Johnny has 4 or 5 lessons, you issue them 0 credits. Again, if Johnny's going to miss the whole month, you issue them 4 cancellation credits. Right now, there is not a spot on the cancellation window or a reason for summer credits, but there will be by the time you need to issue your first summer cancellation for us. It's real important to note that you're responsible for this, and we want to make sure we bill our families correctly. We'll be asking for all this information as soon as possible, and the rule should be that you shouldn't submit an invoice for a summer month until you're ready to submit all of your cancellations for summer. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call your director right away. One last note about summer is I think summer lessons should be fun. We have the kids, a lot of time the expectations, we could throw them out the window. If you've got a student who has a lot of extra time on their hands and is really into their musical instrument, push them a little bit. If they're a student who's doing swim team, tennis team, camps, family vacations, and is real stressed out, lay back. Maybe they don't need to practice so much during the summer. Listen to your students, and you'll never do a bad job for them. Listen to what they need, supply it, and I know you'll do your best. Have a great summer. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact your director.